Good morning. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my cup and my MacGyvered insulation that I have around it. I do have some other cups that I can use for camping that have insulation and that have lids on them, but I typically only bring my titanium mug. And the reason is because I can get a lot of use out of it outside of just drinking out of it. The downside is it doesn't have a lid, it doesn't have insulation. So I kind of MacGyvered my own and made some insulation out of just that foil bubble wrap insulation you can get at any hardware store. It's not very pretty. It's just held together by packing tape, and the lid isn't very much, but it does the job. It keeps it warm and it weighs nothing. The reason I like using my titanium cup is because I can actually put this directly on my stove, which means I can reheat the coffee if it gets cold, and I'm notorious for heating my coffees over and over and over again. I know there are coffee aficionados who think it's absolutely gross, but I do it all the time. And the other thing is I've actually used it to cook in, so I've actually made a cup of soup right in it. I've also used it to bake, so I will put a mix for, say, carrot cake in it and put it inside my large titanium oven, or sorry, titanium pot, and use it like an oven. Put the lid on and put it over a fire, and I can bake a muffin right in my cup. So it's got great usage, and I just love it. It just needed some insulation. Snow Peak, who I got it from, if I could give a word of advice, it would be great if they did design some insulation for the mugs. It would be fantastic, because I do find that they do give off heat very quickly without any kind of insulation around it. So your coffee does get really cold fast if you don't do anything to keep it warmer. Anyway, cheers. Hi, so it's about 3 o'clock on my free day. I've been lounging around doing nothing all day but reading and hunkering down in my hammock. It's been super cold. I came out and decided I'm going to have some more soup just to warm up. And as I was sitting eating my soup, things changed drastically. I went from being super cold to I'm starting to undo things. I think I'm going to be taking the jacket off shortly. I'm sure the temperature went up a good 5 degrees, quite significantly in a very short period of time, 10-15 minutes. So hopefully the rest of the evening and tonight will be much warmer than it has been since last night. Hi, so it's about 7:30 and I was just sitting here enjoying a glass of wine and the sun, which has come out and is going to set shortly. And as I'm sitting here, a hummingbird came flying past in front of my face, stopped for a moment, and then proceeded on about his merry way. I've had a few hummingbirds in the past stop because of the flower that I like to wear on my hat. It happened once on Opiongo Lake. I had a hummingbird. I was busy making some dinner and I heard this buzzing from behind me, and I turned around and there was a hummingbird right there. It was just floating on the spot, just admiring that flower, trying to decide whether it was something that he could actually get some nectar from or not. Once I turned around though and he saw my face, he was like out of there. But it's kind of interesting that they all get a little bit fooled by it. I'll keep wearing it. So just in case you make the ill-fated decision not to bring your underquilt sometime, or you forget it, this is what I did to MacGyver my quilt last night. Is I just used my rain jacket and put some clothing in underneath it. And it did help cut some of the cold air coming in underneath me last night. Kept me a little warmer. But that'll be the last time that I'm such a smart ass and decide I don't need my underquilt. I'll be fine. Temperatures aren't that cold. Yeah, don't do that. Well, I did it again. Broke that toe again. You can see it's just starting to bruise up across there. That's what happens when you wear moccasins in the campsite. Boy, do I need a pedicure. All right, I'm going to tape them together. So no sooner do I get on Mango Chassis again on my way back to North T, and the skies opened up and it just poured rain. I think I'm still dripping. That's okay, it's good for the park, but now I won't need to take a dip today to cool off. So this is where I'm staying for my last night. Wow, I wish I'd found this the first night. Spectacular. It's quite high up. Bit of a climb with my broken toe, but that's okay. Down below is beachfront. Don't know if you can see the sand down there. And that's where I took out the canoe. And then far over on the other side, I'm going to investigate the trail, but there's a long beach down over there too. And there, it looks like there was a pathway down there also, so I'm going to check that out. But absolutely beautiful campsite. Now you wouldn't want this on a really stormy night necessarily. It's pretty open, but great for the bugs. It's sunny right now and the temperatures come up, so I think it'll be great sight for tonight. And the view is lovely. Good morning. So it is my last day. I leave today. I'm really sorry to leave this island site. It is absolutely spectacular. I would actually come out just for a week just to hang out and read and swim and do nothing. It'd actually be a really nice site to do that from. But I'm kind of getting my foot ready for the day because it is quite sore. It was sore last night, but I bandaged it up last night, if you can see it there. And I kind of wrapped the second and third toe together and then wrapped it all up with the big toe too. And I'm using some really spectacular tape. I used all my medical tape and I forgot to replace it in the kit, so I'm actually using my Gorilla tape that I have for my canoe. So at least it's waterproof, which is a good thing, and it's clear. But I'm going to put my sock over it just to keep the bandage on, because I'm going to be in and out of the canoe today, in and out of the water, and I thought the bandage isn't going to last very long. But I think if I keep a sock on it, that'll help keep it in place. But it's absolutely spectacular. Weather's beautiful. It's not super hot, but it is sunny, blue skies. The wind's coming up a bit. I want to be on the water about 11 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock right now. Hi, so I'm just putting in at the Amicable de Fond. Am I saying that right? And weather is spectacular today. I'm so sorry I'm leaving. But bugs haven't been too bad. That's great. My toe's holding up. But I've got one more really short portage after this, and then I'm across Round Lake and back to the car. Well, the vegetation in the water is really, really thick. I'd probably find it easier to get out and pull the canoe down the river, but we'll fight through it. It'll be good exercise. Well, my raincoat is packed in my backpack, which is behind me, and it's starting to rain again. That's okay. This is the last leg of the journey. I've got to finish the river here and then across Round Lake. I'll be soaking wet by the time I get back, but it's all good. I bet people feed you guys, and that's why you're coming up so close to me. Holy cow, look at that. It's the first time I've seen that. Wow. Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of people throwing bread and stuff at them, and they have learned a good thing. Well, it's not really a good thing.